Hello YouTube, welcome to the channel. Now then, on today's video we are going to be looking at this. It's very kindly been donated to the channel for review by Loolinn. You might remember their Z6 drone they sent us a little while ago. Very complicated trick piece of kit that was. I think it was about 250 quid. It was Wi-Fi and GPS. This is their entry-level drone, the U61. Still quite trick, but a lot less features, but a lot simpler to operate. Anyway, before we crack the box open, I think I'll leave a link in the description. I think it retails for about £64.99. Let's have a quick look at the box before we get into it. It takes photos and videos. It's got headless mode. Not sure what that means. We've got a low battery alarm, out of range alarm. Both of those things very, very useful. One key, takeoff and landing. Again, super useful if you're a novice. Anyway, let's crack the box open and see what we get. Right then, in the box we get, if I can get it open, it tells you here actually, don't need to unpack it. In the box we get some instructions. We get some more instructions. A drone pilot, you're responsible. Yes. We get a piece of foam. We get the actual little drone itself, which is a cool looking little thing. I'll have a look at that in a minute. Oh, let's just destroy it before we've even flown it. We get what I assume are the batteries or charger, etc. That looks like a little device to hold your phone. It looks like some spare props. That definitely looks like a battery. Oh crikey, as does that one. So we've got two batteries, charger and a screwdriver, a big thick instruction manual. Oh, what's it got a yellow marker in there for? Oh, must be an update or something. And last but not least, we get the actual transmitter itself, and that's handy. Got a little overlay which tells you what everything does. Right then, controls wise, this thing is fairly straightforward. It's a bit like some of the helicopters actually we've been trying recently. So we've got ascend, descend, we have got rotate the drone clockwise, anti-clockwise. I've probably done that wrong. We've got forward and backwards, and left and right yaw, where it does that basically. On and off button. We've got a camera and a video record button. We've got what they call a headless hold mode, which I've no idea what that means, but I'll find out. And we've got a one-touch takeoff and landing button. This thing takes 4 AA batteries, which you have to supply. What I'm going to do now is, I think there's a quick start guide as well. There's also an app that you can download, a Loolinn app, which is very useful because you can use your mobile phone with this. And there's also this little operational booklet. I think before we try it, I might just have to digest some of this info. But normally these things, they are very similar to some of the helicopters that we tried, in that you've got to calibrate the gyros and then perform a series of stick movements in order to unlock it. But we'll find out and have a read through this booklet. First impressions. It looks a nice little piece of kit, this. Obviously they've got the camera at the front. I'm not sure if this little gimbal moves, if it moves up and down, or I'm not sure if we need an SD card or something in order to record photos and videos, or it wirelessly just chucks them straight onto your mobile phone. But I'll read the booklet and we'll find out. Right, I'm just thumbing through the instruction leaflet, and this drone has got some cool little features. We've got a constant height mode, which it will maintain a certain position and height. That's exactly what it sounds. I think there's a little optical flow sensor underneath, which it probably uses to determine its position. So if you let go of the sticks, the thing will just sit there and hover. We've got a high, medium and low speed mode. High speed mode is 7 meters per second. That sounds pretty fast, that does. Now headless mode is the interesting one. It basically, the drone knows which orientation or which direction it's heading in, and left is always left when you pull on the left stick. Now, to explain, if you haven't got headless mode and you're flying the drone away from you and you pull on the left stick, the drone goes left. But if you're coming back and you pull on the left stick, the drone goes it's left, which is right, if you get what I mean. So headless mode means that the drone knows which way it's pointing and where you are, and so left is always left. So you go left if it's heading away from you, and when it's coming back, if you pull on the left stick, it also goes left. So effectively knows the orientation and it compensates for that. This can be pretty confusing if you're a novice, I must admit, and it caught me out once or twice, I must admit. So it's a very useful little feature. That low battery alarm and out of range alarm we've mentioned, very, very useful. We've got stuck propeller function, where if one of these blades gets stuck and the motor stops rotating, shuts the drone down, so I'm presuming it just drops out of the sky. And also we've got an emergency stop function. I think it's the same on a lot of the RC era helicopters. If you press the button, the emergency stop button, long press, the thing just drops out of the sky. So if this is heading towards a crowd of people or heading towards a tree and you can't stop it for whatever reason, press that button, it basically cuts all the motive power and it drops out of the sky. Right, I've just partially charged one of the batteries just to test it on the desk, really. At the moment I'm not 100% sure what it's beeping at me. It might be the batteries in this transmitter, but I've downloaded the Loolinn app. I just went straight to the Play Store and downloaded it from there. Install the app. You then go on and you pair the drone to the transmitter, and then if you go onto your phone's Wi-Fi settings, you look for the Loolinn drone and you basically pair your phone to the drone then. And as you can see, if you have a look at my screen, there's the live video feed from it. These things are amazing, aren't they? So I'm a bit of a technophobe. It's taken me 5 minutes to set this thing up and it's working. Like I say, apart from it blinking and making a funny noise, which I think are the batteries in the transmitter, but I've just paired this thing. Let's go and try it. Right, we're outside with a little drone. Excuse the landing pad. Don't tell the wife I'm using table decoration either. I've got my phone attached to the actual transmitter, so we're going to try and record some video and photographs from this thing as well. One touch takeoff and landing. Way! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Now it's a little bit windy in the garden. Now this, way! This thing is trying its damnedest to hold position. Trying to talk and control it at the same time. I haven't got enough brain cells basically. Oh! Now you can control this using the transmitter and your phone screen. Let's see if it will hold. I mean, obviously with a little drone like this, wind does play a big part in how well this thing performs. I am getting a video feed on the camera. You probably can't see it there. Right, let me see if we can record a bit of video. Right, we're recording now. This is a cinematic shot. Right, this is the actual video footage sent directly to the phone and recorded from the phone. On the Z6 there's a SD card inside the drone which does take much higher quality videos. This thing doesn't have that capacity, unfortunately. I wish to remove that watering can as well. It looks a right mess. But the video isn't super duper quality, but it's acceptable. Like I say, this is literally a live feed from the drone to the phone, which I still find absolutely incredible. I think I'll try and land it here. Yes, landed. I think I've got it on a slow setting at the moment. Oh, wind's got him. I think we're getting a bit low on battery according to me display. Let's try the one touch land. Oh, you little bugger. Okay, well it did land. You guys probably can't tell on the screen, but the phone is buzzing and the screen started flashing in the one corner, saying I've got 14% battery left. So I'm presuming that is our alarm. I think the transmitter starts to beep at you as well. or it should do, I'm presuming, when it reaches a certain percentage. Right then, back inside, what did we think of the little Loolinn U61 drone here? Well, let's have some pros and cons, shall we? We're not break with tradition, we'll have the cons first. First of which is, because of this thing's diminutive size, I would recommend you only sort of use it outdoors on a calm day. It was a little bit blustery in the back garden that day, and like any small drone or helicopter, this thing does tend to get blown around quite a lot. Completely different story when I tried it indoors. But outdoors, it's very much a fair weather sort of drone. I would reserve flight time for calm days only. The second con I've got written down on my list, and this is just a minor gripe, but I mean, it's a cheap drone at the end of the day. The camera quality isn't brilliant, so the pictures you get out of it are non-stabilised, and they're not brilliant, but for what it is, you know, they suffice. The joy for me in something like this is flying it around the garden, not necessarily filming a video, but you know, the camera quality is good enough that you can do that. Right, let's have some pros, shall we? First off, safety features on this thing. There are lots of them, and they all seem to work a treat. I did bump into several trees with this, and ordinarily, if these had been unguarded props, it probably would have dropped out the sky. But the amount of trees that bounced off and this thing kept flying, I lost count. I even hit myself at one point and didn't do myself any damage. So if you've got kids, it's ideal, this thing. The safety features work, like low battery, etc., and the prop stall feature, where if one of these props stalls, all the rest cuts out and drops out the sky. I tried the emergency stop, that works a treat as well. So I love the fact that this thing is feature packed with safety. Again, it's one for the kids. This is, if you've got children, you want to start them off with a little drone, it's very safe. Second thing I've got written down on my list is the manoeuvrability. The manoeuvrability on this little drone is excellent. It really does change direction when you want it to. As soon as you input something to the controls, it does it straight away. There's no lag. It's very manoeuvrable. At one point, and this is initially when I took it out of the box, I actually flew it around the house, up the stairs into my son's bedroom, much to his consternation. But that was like literally just the first time I'd ever used it. So in still air, it's super stable. I mean, literally, when you take your hands off the controls, it literally stays where it is. There must be some kind of flow position on it. But this thing is super manoeuvrable and really easy to fly. Thirdly, the battery life. You get 2 batteries with this thing. I think I did get at least sort of 12-13 minutes out of each battery, so there is a reasonable battery life. You do get a reasonable flight time. So that I was impressed with. I mean, there's nothing worse than getting something like this with 1 battery, and then the thing only lasts 10 minutes. You got to wait till it charges up. But 2 batteries gives you a good amount of flight time. I also like how well this thing was packaged and all the instructions and everything that come with it. I especially like the little instruction sheet you got with the transmitter. There was like a little overlay, so immediately you don't have to rifle through a great big booklet in order to fly it, so it's pretty much self-explanatory. And the app is self-explanatory as well. And last but not least, the price, $64.99. It's not an expensive little drone, and you know, you get your money's worth. It's not a bad little piece of kit, this. I mean, if you, like I say, if you've got kids, if you're a professional drone flyer, you probably won't be interested in this. But if you've got kids and you want to introduce them to drone flight, or you want a little Christmas present for them or something like that, it's great. I thoroughly enjoyed using it. It's absolutely bob on. Right, the conclusion time, would I recommend the little U61 drone to you guys? I'm going to say absolutely yes. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. It's not expensive, and I genuinely enjoyed using it and had fun with it. As ever, there will be a link in the description to where you can go and get this little drone from. If you found the video of some use and interest, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you're feeling that way inclined, hit that subscribe button for more similar future content. Once again, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again very soon.